1. Which of the following best defines the purpose of the Canadian Securities Course CSC in developing investment professionals? A. To promote technical accounting standards. B. To prepare candidates for leadership roles in education. C. To provide foundational knowledge in investment principles, regulation, and markets. D. To train candidates exclusively in taxation law. 2. Which adult learning principle is most effective when teaching complex topics such as portfolio management within the CSC? A. Memorization through repetition. B. Contextual learning through real-world applications. C. Learning by rote. D. Passive listening. 3. In the CSC, compliance training modules primarily aim to ensure A. Aesthetic presentation in investment reports. B. Adherence to ethical and legal standards in securities trading. C. Promotion of independent research exclusively. D. Minimization of marketing expenses. 4. When mentoring CSC candidates, a trainer should prioritize A. Competitive assessment among learners. B. Collaborative learning and experience sharing. C. Avoiding learner feedback. D. Strict lecture-based sessions only. 5. The Know Your Client (KYC) rule primarily supports which regulatory objective in the CSC? A. Investor protection. B. Firm marketing efficiency. C. Product sales growth. D. Advisor compensation. 6. A CSC educator incorporates role-playing exercises to simulate client advisory scenarios. This method aligns with which adult learning principle? A. Experiential learning. B. Rote memorization. C. Linear instruction. D. Passive repetition. 7. In CSC's context, risk tolerance assessment helps to A. Increase firm profits. B. Align client portfolios with their financial goals and comfort levels. C. Limit advisor liability. D. Reduce compliance requirements. 8. The Investment Industry Regulatory Organization of Canada, IROC, is best described as A. Professional networking association. B. A self-regulatory organization overseeing investment dealers and markets. C. A private bank. D. A branch of the Bank of Canada. 9. What teaching strategy best promotes retention of CSC's ethical frameworks? A. Reviewing ethical violations through real-life case studies. B. Memorizing all policies verbatim. C. Isolating ethical lessons from practice. D. Ignoring ethical discussions. 10. When designing CSC assessments, evaluation methods should emphasize A. Learner recall of definitions only. B. Application of principles in realistic financial scenarios. C. Isolated numerical problem solving. D. Simplified comprehension checks. 11. A trainer uses scenario-based questions to assess a CSC candidate's ability to make client recommendations. This reflects A. Summative evaluation. B. Formative evaluation. C. Diagnostic evaluation. D. Norm reference testing. 12. Effective CSC mentoring involves A. Encouraging reflective practice and self-assessment. B. Focusing solely on exam preparation. C. Providing identical advice to all mentees. D. Limiting professional discussions. 13. A major benefit of competency-based assessment in CSC is that it A. Measures speed over comprehension. B. Evaluates knowledge application and decision-making. C. Focuses on rote memorization. D. Avoids performance observation. 14. When developing a CSC module on investment products, curriculum developers should A. Align content with industry regulatory frameworks and learning outcomes. B. Exclude policy content to simplify lessons. Focus only on mutual funds. D. Use a single-source textbook approach. 15. The concept of suitability in the CSC ensures A. The best product for the firm's benefit. B. The client's needs and circumstances are prioritized. C. Portfolio diversification is ignored. D. Commissions drive recommendations. 16. Which feedback approach best supports continuous improvement in CSC candidates? A. Specific, actionable feedback linked to learning objectives. B. General praise without examples. C. Delayed evaluation after final exams only. D. Avoiding feedback to build independence. 17. The role of communication in the CSC is most critical when A. Discussing sensitive compliance or client trust issues. B. Sharing unrelated personal stories. C. Memorizing technical jargon. D. Avoiding interaction. 18. Which of the following best demonstrates ethical behavior per CSC guidelines? A. Prioritizing client interests before personal or firm gains. B. Promoting high-commission products first. C. Sharing insider information responsibly. D. Encouraging speculative trading. 19. The primary focus of the Canadian Investor Protection Fund, CIPF, is A. To educate investors. B. To protect clients' assets in case of dealer insolvency. C. To regulate securities trading. D. To manage stock exchanges. 20. To evaluate CSC candidates' learning progress. An instructor should A. Use a mix of formative and summative assessments. B. Provide only final exams. C. Focus on oral recitation alone. D. Skip assessments altogether. 21. Curriculum mapping in CSC course design helps ensure A. Consistency between objectives, assessments, and content. B. Overloading modules with theory. C. Excluding regulatory content. D. Reducing learner engagement. 22. Which instructional method best supports regulatory understanding in CSC training? A. Interactive case study discussions. B. Memorizing all compliance documents. C. Limiting learner questions. D. Avoiding debate. 23. The purpose of professional ethics modules in CSC is to A. Build public confidence and protect investor interests. B. Simplify marketing. C. Focus on accounting details. D. Exclude corporate governance. 24. A learner-centered CSC approach focuses on A. Customizing content to learners' goals and experience levels. B. Prioritizing the instructor's preferences. C. Using uniform teaching for all learners. D. Avoiding flexibility. 25. The role of regulatory compliance in CSC assessments ensures A. Learners can interpret and apply laws governing financial transactions. B. Memorization of irrelevant data. C. Ignoring ethical obligations. D. Promoting sales above ethics. 26. In CSC training, mentorship effectiveness increases when A. Mentees set clear goals and reflect on progress. The mentor avoids feedback. C. Sessions are unstructured. D. Objectives are undefined. 27. Which is the most appropriate evaluation tool for assessing communication competence in CSC learners? A. Client advisory simulation exercises. B. Multiple choice recall tests. C. True-false quizzes only. D. Peer voting. 28. When assessing CSC learning outcomes, reliability means A. Consistency of assessment results across conditions. B. Alignment with curriculum goals. C. One-time evaluation only. D. Creativity in responses. 29. What principle ensures fairness in CSC assessment practices? A. Transparency in grading and expectations. B. Unannounced testing. Subjective evaluation. D. Inconsistent rubrics. 30. In CSC's professional context, lifelong learning encourages A. Continuous education to adapt to evolving markets and regulations. B. Avoiding professional development. C. Relying on initial certification only. D. Limiting exposure to new information. 31. A CSC trainer uses reflective journaling as part of the learning strategy. This encourages A. Critical self-analysis and growth. B. Memorization without reflection. Groupthink. D. Passive observation. 32. In the CSC, integrity in client relationships is demonstrated through A. Full disclosure of fees, risks, and conflicts of interest. B. Withholding product information. C. Promoting complex investments without clarity. D. Ignoring client objectives. 33. The main objective of communication modules in the CSC is to A. Enhance advisors' clarity, trustworthiness, and client engagement. B. Train candidates in legal writing only. C. Replace compliance modules. D. Focus solely on presentation design. 34. A financial advisor is mentoring a new recruit preparing for the CSC exam. Which mentoring approach best aligns with adult learning principles? A. Providing detailed lectures on each topic. B. Encouraging self-assessment and reflection on learning needs. C. Assigning mandatory memorization tasks. D. Delivering feedback only after the exam is completed. 35. When evaluating the effectiveness of a CSC training session, which method provides them objective data? A. Instructors' personal impressions. B. Post-training self-reports from participants. C. Standardized pre- and post-assessment results. D. Group discussion outcomes. 36. A training coordinator designing a CSC preparatory course wants to ensure compliance with Canadian Securities Institute size standards. What should be prioritized? A. Developing creative teaching methods. B. Aligning learning objectives with official CSC competencies. C. Minimizing assessments to reduce stress. D. Incorporating unrelated leadership topics.